Hey guys, it's Brandon Miniman from PocketNow.com. The Kyocera Echo is not only a really important device for Sprint, not only a really important device for Kyocera, but it's a very important device for the entire smartphone industry. It is the first dual-screen phone made commercially available. It's running Android, and we gotta wonder, is this a novelty, or does two screens on Android really make sense and increase productivity? You better believe we're gonna find that out for you, and let's get to the unboxing of the Kyocera Echo. Alrighty, let's get this open, and thanks to Sprint for sending us a unit to review. Let's see what we have inside. Now, Kyocera isn't exactly known for smartphones. In fact, this is one of their first smartphones, and they're kind of really hitting the ground running with a dual-screened Android phone. Quite a big deal for their first phone. They didn't go to a standard slate. They just went to something a lot bigger than that. So let's pull out all of this stuff. Wow, look at this box. You probably can't see it yet, but you will in a second. Okay, so far, very impressive. This nice box, exclusively on Sprint. Wow, look at the corners with these metal details. Usually we don't see such a fanfare with boxes. We just get a standard cardboard box. But it's always nice to have something that's actually fun to take out of the packaging. So we're moving around the box here. And let's open up the lid. Oh, wow. This is awesome. We've got a USB key. There's probably the user manual on this. It says 2G made in China. I don't know if that means it's 2 gigabytes. Probably does. We'll have to look at that later. And let's see what we have once we lift off this foam insert. So the Echo comes with another battery, because when you're driving two screens, you're going to use a lot of battery power. So they solve the problem not really with any battery innovation, just by giving you a second battery, which is kind of funny. So here is the second battery, or maybe this is the first. Let's see how big this is going to be. It's going to be 1,370 milliamp hours, so a respectable size. And if you've got two batteries, that should definitely last you throughout the whole day, if not much more than that. We've got what appears to be, it looks to be almost a case, but I hope not, because it looks like a business card holder, and a little chamois to keep your screen clean. Again, Kyocera really outfitting the user in a lot of different accessories here. So we have a getting started guide, lots of different papers, and then we've got, of course, a micro SD adapter, assuming that this comes with a micro SD card, and we've got a standard micro USB charger. Okay, so let's slide all of this out of the way. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to pop this out. By the way, this is a 3G phone, not a 4G phone, which is a little bit surprising, but the fact that this has two screens kind of makes up for the fact that it doesn't have the Sprint 4G connectivity. Now, what we have here are two 3.5-inch diagonal displays, both of which are 480 resolution by 800. So if you put that together, what you get is a pretty large 4.7-inch display. If you do the math, it's a resolution of 480, or actually 800 by 960. It's a kind of a strange number there, and some apps will scale to both screens. Some apps will work independently on one or the other. Kind of a really cool concept. There's a lot of use case scenarios we'll have to talk about. We've got a super thin bezel here to allow the two screens kind of to mesh together to create one screen. Let's see how we fold this. There we go. Okay, so that'll take a little bit of practice to get used to. Let's find the power button here and turn it on just to get a first look at it. A very thick device. It looks like there's actually no battery inside, so we pop it off like so. Okay, there is a battery. Let's make sure there is no sort of piece of cellophane. Okay, and here it's coming on right now. I actually had to put in the other battery because it probably shipped turned on, and it was waiting for me, so it kind of lost the battery life there. So looking for the micro SD slot to see how much memory this packs right on board. So we've got a card already inserted. This will cost you $199 with a 2-year contract. We've kind of a strange looking 8 gigabyte Class 2 micro SD card, so a good bit of space there. We're going to talk about specs in another video, but to give you a preview, it's got a 1 gigahertz Qualcomm Snapdragon processor. Okay, here we go. So, something's happening. So we open up the two screens. This is really weird to get used to. We haven't seen anything like this before. So they will snap in place, and again, I gotta really... Okay, there we go. So now we're sort of in tablet mode, right? So we've got... the ability to swipe from home screen to home screen. You get a lot of resolution here. You could fit a lot of icons on the screen at one time. But then if you sort of close the screens and slide it like so, you're going to be taken into just a standard Android home screen with just the 480 by 800 resolution. Let's dive into settings real quick and take a look at what we have there. We're getting full bars of 3G, which is fantastic. We'll go to About Phone and Software, and we'll see, oh, we're already in software. We'll see that we're running on Froyo, not the newest version of Android 2.3, but certainly at least we're on Froyo. Going to remove this widget. So let's look around the device and compare this to other devices. We'll turn off the screen. Probably picked up some fingerprints by now. So again, we have these two 3.5-inch screens. We've got 3 Android buttons here and 3 Android buttons here, making for a total of 6 Android buttons. Again, it is thick. Let's compare it to the very thick HTC Thunderbolt. It's thicker than the Thunderbolt, and if we compare it to the AT&T Focus, of course it's going to be thicker than that, but of course those devices don't have 2 screens. So around the back we've got a camera with a flash, kind of plastic all over. It feels high quality probably because it's got a lot of weight to it. I mean, it's really a hefty device. So we can see the hinge on the back, and then on the bottom it says Qualcomm 3G CDMA. Very good. And of course we've got the charger under a little flap for syncing and charging, plus a 3.5mm headphone jack, which is always nice to have, volume rocker, and the power standby switch on the left side of the device. So a lot more to talk about the Kyocera Echo. We're going to have a lot of videos talking about when 2 screens make sense, when it's kind of silly, and perhaps maybe it's not, maybe it's always a good idea, and how this device works as a daily driver, whether it makes you more productive, whether it makes you do more with your phone, because really that's the purpose with the Kyocera Echo, to be able to simultask, as they call it. So check your email on one screen while browsing the web on another. It's a really cool prospect, something we have not seen before in the world of Android or the world of smartphones, so we're extremely excited to really get down and dirty with this device. If you like this video, please give us a thumbs up, and thanks for watching. That's it for now.